Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today we're playing the daily challenge for April 29th, 2025. The character the Watcher and the modifiers are specialized, started with 5 copies of a single card. Colorless cards champion rewards, and deadly events. Question mark rooms can now contain elites, but also more likely to contain treasure rooms. I'm sorry I'm playing a little late today. I had a bunch of stuff to do. I'm should be ready to play now, and I'm looking forward to this. This looks like a fun combination. I see Goldberry here with 1490. Very happy to see Goldberry this high up. Congratulations. It must be a great score. Roland 1465, not far behind. Yeah, let's just see how I can do. I should point out that I think I agree with Malzahn on yesterday's comment that the last few days, I don't know, something about the seeds on the run did not make them as fun as I'd like. Hoping today will be better. We started with 5 copies of Trib, which is not the worst, but also not the best. I might consider going for Highlander unless I go, for collectibles, unless I get some amazing card removal opportunities. Astrally, probably I'll make a decision at the end of Act 1 whether or not I want to go for Highlander or collector bonuses. Alright, in terms of elites, only 1 guaranteed elite path. If I go on the far left, I'll get 3 early question mark rooms, and I feel like I'm pretty sure the early 3 question mark rooms cannot give you an elite, so they're effectively useless from the deadly events perspective. Second from the left gives me 2 question mark rooms, second from the right or middle also gives me 2, and then far right side gives me the same 3 early question mark rooms, but then 3 more later. That is a much better path, so let's go this way. Okay. Alright, Acid Slime and Spike Slime. Yeah, let's just double defend and strike. I would like to get rid of this guy so I don't have to... Oh, I didn't draw a single of my trips in the first turn, which is a little unfortunate. Let's do trip 1, trip 2, and then I think I'll do Miracle, so I can do Eruption and then 2 strikes. Okay. And then any of my attack cards should be enough. Beautiful. Alright, Crush Joints, Pressure Points, Flying Sleeves. I already have enough vulnerability, so I don't think I'll take the Crush Joints. I think I'll take the Flying Sleeves. I need some attack cards in case I have to fight the Gremlin Knob. Got Warpaint on Pickup, upgrade 2 random skill set, 2 defense upgraded. I wouldn't have minded having one of those trips upgraded at least. Okay, I finally got a trip upgrade. We also got a strike upgrade. Alright. And then here I got a shop where I can't afford any of the relics, which is fine. I wouldn't mind the Crescendo. Follow-up is pretty good too. I don't know about Foresight. I think I'll take Crescendo and Follow-up. I think those are safe choices. Might have considered also picking up a... Actually, the Elite is late. Hopefully I'll be able to grab some potions before I have to fight it. Eruption with Vulnerability is 13, right? And then the Follow-up is enough. Beautiful. Got a Speed Potion, Sash Up, Enlightenment, Protect. Who's my final boss here? Guardian. I think I should take the Protect. I need some block cards. Sash Up would have been interesting, but let's grab the Protect and then always upgrade Eruption first. Okay. Alright, and then, yeah, one more question mark room. I did get an elite here, Sentries. This one is going to be pretty tough to perfect, so I don't even think I'll attempt it. Yeah, I think I'll save the potion for later. Let's do 2 trips. I also will save the protect for later, so let's just do Vigilance, take 1 HP damage here. And then next turn have 18 incoming. Alright, yeah, there's the upgrade trip, that's great, okay. And then I can do Strike, Follow-up, and yeah, I guess I'll do Protect here. You know what? Let me do the Miracle, then Protect and Defend. Okay. Yeah, still taking 1 HP damage. So I'm not losing a lot of HP, but I don't think there's any way for me to perfect this one. So this is 1530 plus 9 is 39. I can't even get rid of the backliner, right? Unless I enter Wrath now, but then next turn, there's no way for me to perfect. So yeah, I think instead let's again lose 1 HP and I'll do Defend and 2 strikes. Okay. So far I only lost 3 HP. Alright, yeah, I don't think I can do Eruption here, right? I just don't have enough damage, unfortunately. Let's do Flying Sleeves, get rid of this guy, then do Trib 1, Trib 2, and a Defend. Okay, now I'm losing more than 1 HP. So this is lost HP number 7, I believe. And then here, this is 9 plus 13, so 22 with Vulnerability. With While in Wrath might be enough, let's risk it. Well, it's enough this turn. I was more worried that I might not have enough to get rid of the backliner next turn. I have 18 incoming. Actually, luckily, I am able to exit Wrath. Let's play the Vigilance. Okay. And then here a Strike. And then I still have a Protect in case I don't have enough to kill next turn. Which, yeah, I definitely don't. I also, luckily, do have a Defend here. Alright. Okay. Alright, so ended up losing HP. I don't think there were way too many turns where I ended up losing HP. There's nothing I could have done to fully defend here. Even, I don't know, even if I had some amazing potion. Alright. We got Preserved Insect. That's really awesome this early on. Enemies in elite combats have 25% less HP. Flurry of Blows is interesting. Would be better if I had Tranquility, but let's take the Flurry of Blows. It might come in handy. Here I got the Jawworm. Let's play the Trips, and then Defense and a Strike. Okay. Not being attacked here. All right. I think I'll do Flurry of Blows, Trip, Crescendo, and that is enough. Beautiful. All right. Got an attack potion, follow-up, halt, or Conjure Blade. So I could take a duplicate halt. Sorry, I mean duplicate follow-up. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to go for Highlander or not. Let's first take the halt, and then I can hopefully decide at the end of this act. We got Smiling Master, Merchant Card Removal Service. Now it's always costs 50 gold. That makes going for Highlander a little more feasible. It'll be easy. It'll be cheaper to remove cards at the Merchant. Let's do Flurry of Blows, Vigilance, Flurry of Blows again, halt, and then I could lose 1 HP. Yeah, I think losing 1 HP is fine. Another 12. Let's 2 trips here, and then I think I'll do Protect and Strike. Okay. Another 7. Eruption Strike is enough. Beautiful. Alright. Crush, Joint, Swivel, Jack of all trades. Swivel is interesting. It's a decent defensive card that I might need against the boss. Let's take it. It also will make... Well, currently, the Eruption is upgraded, right? So it doesn't really make anything cheaper. But hopefully I can pick up some high-cost cards later on. Alright. First guaranteed lead. Tiny Lagavulin. Okay. I definitely should wait. I'm not 100% sure what to wait for, but let's wait for sure. Once I get the Eruption, I might have a tough choice to make. Yeah, it seems like I should wake it up here, right? Yeah, fine. Let's do the trips here. And then I think I'll do Eruption. I'm going to risk to see what the attack potion gives me. Wallop. See, would have been great to have Wallop next turn. Let's take the Brilliance to deal 36 damage and Flying Sleeves. Okay, I only need 16 damage next turn with Vulnerability and Wrath. That seems doable. Awesome. Alright, perfect this one. Had to use the attack potion, though. Got a Molten Egg, one of the add an attack into deck upgraded, a Strength potion, and, well, there's the Brilliance I just used, which I don't think I really need. Probably don't need Bandage Up. Let's take the Simmering Fury. Okay. I guess I could have gone left, right? Yeah, there's no reason to go this way. It's fine, though. Alright, here, let's do Trip. Strike is not enough, but gets me close. Actually, let's do Swivel, then Strike. And then, you know what? I'll do Vigilance as well, because the backline should be easily killed. Okay. And then here, I can do Trip, Crescendo, Strike 1. I have to waste the Strike. Alright, then Simmering Fury. I should have used the Upgrade Strike on this guy. Might have even been enough to kill. It's fine. Alright, got an Attack Potion, Foreign Influence, Sash Whip, Flurry Blows. I already have this. Between these two, Sash Whip is tempting. It's pre-upgraded too, right? If the Foreign Influence was pre-upgraded, that would have been much better. Alright, 7 incoming, the Eruption, 29 with Vulnerability. Is that going to be enough? I do have the Vigilance. Let's do Trip, Eruption, Sash Whip. And then I'll play the Vigilance, okay? So Backliner should be easily killed here with a Strike, yep. Then I can do Trip. Unfortunately, I'm frail, so the Defend makes me still lose 2 HP, which I think is fine. And then here I can do Flurry Blows, Crescendo, then Strike, and that's enough. Beautiful. Alright, Tranquility, Empty Body, Flying Sleeves. Empty Body is interesting. Tranquility is slightly better, though. And then here I got another Question Mark from Elite Fight. Very happy with that. Still, I am not confident I have a chance to perfect this one, although if I enter Wrath, I have 1530. That would be enough. And I have a Tranquility. Let's risk it. So, Strike 1, Strike 2. I also still have an Attack Potion. Let's see, maybe I'll get some trips next turn. Okay. Alright, lots of incoming here. There's a free follow-up. That's good. Strike alone is not enough. Alright, let's see what the attack potion gives me. Wheel Kick. That might be really nice. Only, sadly, 30 damage. Very close to being able to get rid of the backliner. Here, I can get rid of you and you. Alright, awesome. With the attack potion, I was able to perfect it. We got Captain's Will at the start of your third turn. Gain 18 block. Very helpful against the upcoming boss. Sanctity is nice. Empty Fist might be nice too. But again, I need to prioritize defensive cards. Which means I probably should upgrade a defensive card like the Protect. Okay. Alright, Guardian. I really would like to transform this turn, because then I have the Captain's Will active when I need it. So I think I'll do Flurry of Blows, Eruption. Then Flurry of Blows again. Sash Whip to transform. Now this is risky, because next turn, if I can't exit Wrath, I have... Oh, actually with Weakness it's only 13 incoming. That's still not quite enough. Let me see if the Sanctity gives me... Well, actually no, with the Defend I am fully defended here. Beautiful. Let's also do Simmering Fury. Might as well. I am in Wrath. The Weakness helped there. Alright, here I need to exit Wrath, and I still don't have... Oh, no, I do have the Tranquility, which is a shame. That is a shame, right? Alright, so if I do Tranquility, I only have 18 incoming, and I can only play 1 attack. I do have a Defend, though, so I think I'll do Flying Sleeves. I should have considered drinking the Strength Potion. Let me do that now. Then Follow Up, then Defend, and then Tranquility. I can also do a Flurry of Blows, okay. Alright, that was a good amount of damage. Can I defend against 20, though, here? I have a Halt and a Vigilance. That's really nice. So I think I'll do Crescendo, Flurry of Blows, then Halt, then Vigilance. That allows me to be fully defended. Alright. Okay. I mean, I also had 2 defense. And I still have the Speed Potion. Alright, I think I should be able to transform here by doing, wait, a strike is already too much, right? Let's do Sash Whip. Might as well play the strike. I will save the Flying Sleeves for when I can enter Wrath. 6 incoming. Well, I can enter Wrath here. I have to use the Protect the right. Yeah, I don't think there's a way around it. I was hoping to save the Protect for later. Let's do Protect. What if I do, hang on, if I do Erupt, I don't think I can deal enough damage, right? If I do Eruption, I'll gain 2 extra energy. One of them will be a free follow-up, so I basically will be able to play these 3. That'll be 17 plus 12, that's 29. Times 2 is 58 plus, oh, with Vulnerability, that is about 90. This might be enough, actually. Let's try this. Let's do Eruption, then follow-up, Flying Sleeves, and then a Strike. Awesome. Alright, perfect this one. Very happy with that. That was a close one. Metamorphosis, Conjure Blade, Mayhem. I might go for Pauper. I don't think I need any of the rare cards. Sacred Bark is tempting. I don't want Sozu. Holy Water is interesting too, though. Holy Water might be better in terms of energy. I have to admit that the potions have helped me so far quite a bit. Let's take the Sacred Bark. Double the effectiveness of potions. I'm hoping that the extra energy is not going to be as necessary as having, well, really amazing potions. Okay. Alright, 1, 2... there's a 1 guaranteed... No, yeah, no, multiple 2 guaranteed elite path. Yeah, so either I go on the left, ignoring this early elite, which would allow me to get 1, 2, 3 question mark rooms, and then a 4th, just 4 question mark rooms, alright? Or I hit this elite, which gives me the same 3 early question mark rooms, and then going left, a 4 and 5th question mark room, or going on the right, 4, 5, 6 question mark rooms. Yeah, I think that's better. So, 6 question mark rooms and 6 elites, right? Okay. Sorry, 2 elites. Yeah. Alright, 15 incoming. That's unfortunate. Well, yeah, I will take damage. I don't want to enter Wrath. That will make me lose too much HP. Let's just do Defend and Flying Sleeves. Okay. Yep, definitely losing some HP here. Okay. Alright, another 5. I can do Trips. Oh, I should have done Sash Whip. That was silly. Yeah, I should have done Sash Whip because that would have allowed me to... Well, that's fine. I would have allowed me to not have to play the Defend there. Alright, I am going to be in Wrath here. That might be a little dangerous. Hopefully, I can do something like Strike, follow-up, and then another Strike. Actually, I'm almost fully defended, right? I could also... Yeah, let's just do Strike and then Sanctity. That way I'm fully defended, right? Even while in Wrath. And I have the Tranquility in case I need to exit Wrath. Or I can do something like Halt, Flurry of Blows, Strike. Let me do Tranquility to get this bird to the ground, and then once I play Crescendo, I'm reshuffling. I could have considered playing the Crescendo immediately. Let me see, do I have enough damage? No. In that case, let's just do Trip, Strike. I can do Defend, and you know what? Let's do the Vigilance here as well. Okay. And then here, Trip 1, Trip 2, Eruption. I should have done the Flurry of Blows first. Yeah, fine. I should be able to kill with any decent attack. Like a Strike. Good. Alright, got a Skill Potion, Protect, Inner Peace, Tranquility. So I haven't been able to remove a card yet. I do still have the Sacred Bark. Sorry, Smiley Mask. But I do wonder if I should just embrace collector bonuses. I do have a shop here that would allow me to remove at least 1 card. No, you know what? I think I'll embrace collector bonuses. Let's take a second Tranquility. I'm also going to say Sword A to Z, and then hopefully I'll be able to buy a bunch of duplicates at a shop. Alright, Shelled Parasite. Let's start off with a Trip. Halt, Defend, Strike, and Sash Whip. Okay. Another 8. Let's do Trip 1, Trip 2, Sanctity. Alright. Ooh, I could do Eruption, then Vigilance. Or other way around. Wait, so this is 8, so 16, 17. This would be 14. I think if I do Vigilance, then Eruption, I will be able to fully defend with the Defend and also deal a lot of damage with Strike and possibly even kill next turn with a Strike, with a few strikes. Trip 1, Trip 2, alright, Strike 1. I don't even need to exit Wrath yet. Okay. And then here, Flurry of Blows, follow-up, Flying Sleeves, beautiful. Alright, Dark Shackles, Worship, Fear No Evil. Fear No Evil is great, Dark Shackles would have been really nice too, but I think I have to have more stance shifts. I will also take the Ritual Dagger. Yep, I lose 6 HP. This might allow me to go to Overkill, especially if I can use it frequently. Let's do Eruption, follow-up, Simmering Fury. Okay. I have the Tranquility in case I need to exit Wrath. 16. There's the Ritual Dagger, which only 90 damage. That's not as much as I'd like. I can do Trip. Sorry, I said 90. I meant 45. I do need 90, though. It's going to be hard to reshuffle back to it, so I think I'm going to do Swivel, a Ritual Dagger, and then I think I'll do Fear No Evil, right? Yeah, let's do Fear No Evil here. Okay. Still have to Protect. Alright, I'm fully defended here. Let's do... I think I'll just do the trips here. Might as well. Okay. And then against 18, 1 strike is not quite enough. Let's be protect, defend. Alright. And then just need to deal 5 more damage. Sash Whip, beautiful. Alright, didn't use the Ritual Dagger there. Unfortunately, Rushdown might be interesting. I do have some ways to enter Wrath. Oh, although if I'm going for Collective Bonuses, another Protect is probably better. Another Crescendo would have been nice too. Okay, I got a tiny elite here, Gremlin Leader, who is not attacking me. That's great. I started with a trip. I can get rid of you with a strike. Unfortunately, I also have to play the Protect, which seems hugely wasteful. Could have considered drinking the Skill Potion there. The fact that it is attacking me, unfortunately. How do I do this? Let's do Trip, Flurry of Blows. Let me see what the Speed Potion gives me. Indignation, Enlightenment. I do have Tranquility. Indignation might be nice. Let me take the Indignation. I can do that. Play the Flurry of Blows. Then, I mean, I could drink the Speed Potion, right? I think I have to, because, hang on. If I do Tranquility... Can't do Indignation. Actually, no. Let's do Indignation again for Vulnerability, then do Tranquility for another Flurry of Blows. So if I play with the Miracle, the Protect and Defend, that's going to be 21. I need 27, so I have to drink the Speed Potion as well. Alright. Okay, I'm using all my potions, and next turn I'm guaranteed not to be attacked, which is unfortunate because I have 18 block. Let's do Crescendo here, and then play my attacks. Okay. Alright, I just need 10. That seems very doable, right? Beautiful. Alright. Okay, had to use my potions, but was able to perfect this one. Let's see what I'm offered. Bronze Scale, Surge Cone with 3 Thorns. Probably not really worth it. And yeah, another way to exit Wrath. Empty Fist. Okay. Alright, Slavers, no potions to help me here. That is unfortunate. I do start off with the Fear No Evil. That might be nice. Let's do Eruption, Sash Whip, Fear No Evil. Yeah, nothing I can do to really defend here, right? Yeah, if I had Vulnerability, that would have been great. But yeah, now I can't do the Protect, so yeah, fine. This would have been... I don't know what I needed to perfect this one. I needed something amazing, which I didn't get. Let's do Trip, Flying Sleeves, Strike. I am weakened, right? Alright, fine. Let me play the Miracle to just double defend here. Okay. Alright, here I should have plenty of block. Let's do Trip, Sanctity, Flurry of Blows, Follow-up, Halt, Strike. Okay. Another 14. Yeah, at least I can use Ritual Dagger. That's good. Got Nunchaku every time I play 10 attacks, get extra energy, an Explosive Potion, and another follow-up. Let's take it. I was going on the right? That would have given me 3 question mark rooms, and 1 lead. Going on the left would give me 1 question mark room less. Okay. Well, I'm going for collective bonuses, so let's take the apparitions. I hope they might actually help. Alright. Yeah, for example, here I can play the apparitions, and Empty Fist does break through the block. Beautiful. I'm still taking damage. That's unfortunate. Alright. Okay, here let's do Sash Whip, Strike, and you know what? I'll accept 1 more damage. I think that should be fine. If I'll get some apparitions though. Here I have enough block, and I did get an apparition, alright. Let's do... It's not quite enough. Let's do Strike, then Flying Sleeves, and an apparition. Actually, I don't really need the apparition, right? Because I'm fully defended already. Fine. Right, back on is dead. I really need some apparitions, otherwise I have 27 incoming, which is a lot. Let's do Flurry of Blows, Apparition, Halt, Sanctity. And then a way to break through the block. Let me do the Crescendo, because I am intangible. Alright, yeah, I luckily did get the last apparition here. That's beautiful. Let's play that. Then do Eruption, Strike, and... should I do Tranquility? Yeah, let me do... I'm not sure why I played that. I should have played the upgrade, or the unupgraded Tranquility. Wait, why did I have an unupgraded? Did I pick up 2 Tranquilities? I did. Okay. Alright, fine. Might as well defend here with the Vigilance. Okay. I really hope... Oh, the enemy is going to be dead unless I play the Ritual Dagger, which I didn't get. I messed up. I should have not played as many attacks. I could have easily used the Ritual Dagger here. Fear No Evil, Dramatic Entrance, Empty Fist. Let's take a Fear No Evil, a second Fear No Evil here. Okay. Alright, here I got Bottle Flame. I'm picking up choosing attacks. I should come with this guy in your hand. I wonder if that should be the Ritual Dagger. If only I can get it upgraded. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. Eruption would also be really nice, but let's try to get the Ritual Dagger upgraded and use it as much as I can. We've got Ornamental Fan. Every time I play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Okay. And then here I got the Book of Stabbing. So in a lead fight like this, having the Ritual Dagger in the beginning is not that useful, of course. And of course, it's also not that useful if I can't defend, even though I am intangible. That's unfortunate. Nothing I can do here, right? I need at least 1 defensive card. Or a few attacks to trigger Ornament of Fan, one of those two. Luckily, I did get an apparition here and halt. Let's do Flying Sleeves. I will do Empty Fist just because it deals damage. I don't have any other good attack cards. Okay. Another 18. I'm fully defended here. Let's do Trip, Fear No Evil, Sash Whip. And then, yeah, might as well do Sanctity. Okay. There's no way for me to get back through that Ritual Dagger without taking a huge amount of damage, right? Fine. I can do a Protect. That should deal 12 damage back. And then I just need 9 more, which I can easily do with a Strike. Alright. Got a pair. I'm big up race to max by 10. Very useful. Just Lucky Nirvana Alpha. Probably don't need Nirvana. I'll take the Just Lucky, which is handy because I don't have a lot of energy. Let's hit a shop here because I do have a lot of gold. Anchor might be really nice. Start each con with 10 block. Not sure about the others. I can take another follow-up. I can take Rushdown. It's not a bad idea. I probably don't need the Weave here. Let's do Evaluate. And I wonder if I should save my gold for the next shop or I should buy like something like Akabika. Your first attack, each combat is 8 additional damage, so let's risk it. Probably don't need the Weave. Yeah, let's save the gold for the next shop. Okay. Right, here I got the Gremlin Leader. Again, I have the Ritual Dagger, which I can't really use, so maybe that was not the best decision to put in my opening hand. I have to play... Wait, I only need 22, so I have to play the Protect. Let's also do the Fear No Evil. Let's get rid of... Yeah, let's get rid of you. Alright. And then I can double trip this guy. Okay. Who knows, maybe I'll reshuffle back to that Ritual Dagger, although my deck is getting large. Let's do Sanctity. Just Lucky, and then a Strike. Nope, follow up first, then a Strike. And then Vigilance, alright. Alright, I have 18, I need to get rid of this guy, which I should be able to. 14 with the... No, hang on. 6 plus 7 is 13, so I'm not quite there yet. Flying Sleeves is 8 plus 7, that is 15. Alright, let's do Strike, follow up, Flying Sleeves. Okay. And then might as well do Storming Fury. Next turn I'm guaranteed not to be attacked. Alright. Alright, here I think it's tempting to play the 2 apparitions. I don't need to exit Wrath, I can do Halt. Also, I don't really have anything better to play there anyway. And I'm being attacked here, so I need a little bit of block. I could exit Wrath, but I don't think I need to. Let's get rid of you first with a Strike, then do Trip. Fear No Evil gets rid of this guy. I do need to play a defensive card, so let's play Defend. Should I do Fear No Evil? No, you know what? I don't think I'll exit Wrath. Let's get rid of this guy instead. Okay. Alright, so here let's do a free follow-up. Then Trip. Unfortunately, I have to do Empty Fist here. That's a bummer. Yeah. Should have probably just stayed in Wrath. I should have also played the Swivel there. Alright, luckily I did get an apparition. That's great. I also have to play the Protect, right? So let's do Eruption. Could have done the Trip, I guess. Flurry of Blows, Apparition. And then... Oh, I should have just played an attack to trigger Ornamental Fan. Although, no, Ornamental Fan alone is not enough. You know, let's just go with the Sash Whip. Alright. I was overthinking that. And I also didn't use the Ritual Dagger, which is a shame. Okay, we've got Bag of Preparation at the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. That's really nice. Empty Fist, Consecrate, Prostrate. I think Empty Fist is the only card I already have a copy of. Snake Plant. Okay. If only that Ritual Dagger was slightly better. Let's do Strike, Just Lucky. There's an Eruption, but I can't really draw it. I guess I'll do... Yeah, let's do Tranquility and Ritual Dagger. Okay. 21, and I am weakened here. I'm gonna risk doing Rushdown here to see what the Eruption gives me. Well, I was hoping for a way to not have to take this much damage. Let's do Strike, Flying Sleeves, and then I can do Defend and Tranquility. Okay. Still taking a good amount of damage, though. I was kind of hoping for an Apparition, I guess. Alright, kill with a Fear No Evil here. Okay, another Fear No Evil. Wallop is really tempting, but I already have 2 Fear No Evils, and there's a small chance of getting Collector bonus for that. And then here, should I upgrade some of my Apparitions? I do have the Collector at the end. No, I think... You know what? For the off chance that I'll actually be able to use... Oh, Ritual Dagger is already upgraded. Alright, fine. Let's upgrade the Rushdown then. Okay. I probably should continue to upgrade the... Or start upgrading the Apparitions. Alright, let's do Trip. I do start out with 3 Apparitions. It's really tempting. Let's play them. That way I don't have to worry about any incoming for some time. Here, I think I'll just do 3 attacks. So let's start off with a Fear No Evil, then Eruption, then Sash Whip. Okay. And I think I'll do Defense Sanctity to see what I get. And Empty Fist is unfortunate because I have to exit Wrath, but fine. Does deal a good amount of damage. Alright. Okay, here I'm not being attacked. Let's do Fear No Evil. Well, nothing better to play here. Okay. Next time I'm not intangible anymore, though. Do have 2 Explosive Potions. Luckily, the backline is not attacking. Let me do Empty Fist for energy. Then a follow-up. Okay. Then another follow-up, a strike. I have to play the protect, right? Let's just remove Fury and protect. Okay. Hope I don't get attacked again. Very unlikely, though. Okay, backline is not attacking. That's good. And I got an apparition. That's really nice. Let's do trip. Apparition. I can do strike follow-up. But I also have to play defend. Okay. Backline. Okay, I got really lucky with the attack pattern on the backliner. And I'm still, once again, not being attacked. Although, I think in this case, I might want to try to deal damage. Actually, I don't have any damage here. So, and next turn, I'm guaranteed to be attacked, right? Alright, let's do trip 1. I think I'll do trip 2, then apparition. And I have to play the protect again. Ugh, okay. I don't think I can deal 138 damage next turn. And yeah, I'm guaranteed to be attacked by quite a bit, too. Let's do trip. Did I have a flurry of blows in my discard pile? No, it's literally at the bottom. Great. Alright, that was my only hope I really had. Let's do Fear No Evil. Yeah, Fear No Evil. Then Crescendo. Wow, literally at the bottom. Oh, that's so frustrating. Alright, let's do Flying Sleeves. Then Just Like... No, let's do a strike first, then Just Lucky. I don't really need it anymore, I guess. Then I have to do Tranquility. Flurry of Blows. There's nothing I can do. Absolutely nothing. I pushed my luck a lot by trying to... wait, I am still alive though, right? Not by much though. Yeah, I was really lucky by not being attacked, but I just wasn't able to deal damage as quickly as I guess I should have. Let's do inside here. Ritual Daggers, not as much. Let's do... I'm not sure. Fear No Evil, sure. Wait, am I dead here? Because I don't think I have many options here. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I only have 14. Nothing I can do. Let's reload. What was my mistake? Maybe I should... I don't know. I did have the intangibilities. The apparitions, I mean. So, it didn't make sense to play them. I don't think there's much else I should have done other than that. So, yeah, I think this is the smart play. What if I use the explosive potion sooner? Would that make... Or use them at all? Would that make a difference? Let's do Interruption here. Yeah, let's try to get rid of the minions at least, okay? Then, did I do Fear No Evil? I think I did. Alright. And then I can also do a defense, sure. So one minion is down. Let's see if that changed anything. Backline is still buffing though. Let's do Empty Fist, Fear No Evil. Yeah, I guess I'll wait. Okay. Alright, this guy is still not attacking. Alright, I have the follow-ups. Then Simmering Fury and wait again. Okay. Alright, now this one is summoning. Yep, I do have an apparition, which I probably don't really need. Let's do trip. Then play the attacks. Might as well do Empty Fist. And wait, sure. And I only have one more apparition left, right? And I could draw it if I do something like Crescendo. Okay, I did get the apparition, that's good. I also also have to play one of the protects. Alright. Alright, no more apparitions, and I still have lots of incoming. And there's not much I can do, right? Yeah, once again, back to where I started. Let's do Fear No Evil. Try to do Swivel first. I don't think there's much I can do. Here, let's throw the explosive potions. Okay. And then I can do... Let's see what the strike gives me. No, let's do Swivel, then strike. Okay. And then I can do Evaluate. That's 36. Well, I guess I'm still alive. Okay. Not being attacked. I did delay my death by one turn at least, which might have made a difference. Let me grab the Eruption for extra card draw. And also get the Flurry of Blows back. Then do Flying Sleeves and Empty Fist. Okay. I should play the Flurry of Blows there one more time. Can I deal enough damage here? Let's do Strike 1. Fear No Evil is 16. It's not quite enough, so I think I have to do Fear No Evil. Flurry of Blows. I have 9. I need way more than that. Protect is 16, 25. Okay, yeah, I'm still alive by 1 HP. Which is better than death, so, you know, I'll take it. Let's do Strike, follow up, and that's enough. Wow. Tough fight, tough fight. Had to reload to survive this one. Did I just skip that? Can I reload and at least see what record? I guess I was not going for Popper. I would like to pick up the gold, though. That was a mistake. Yeah, I missed that. What was it, 100 gold? That's a shame. I will take the Black Star. At least I'm not sure I'll go and defeat it. So this card is interesting, but I think Blackstar might allow me to get I Like Shiny, which with Deadly Events especially should be doable, right? Alright, so 1, 2. 2 elite path on the left, guaranteed 2 elite path with 3 early question mark rooms before the first elite, and then 2 more or 3 more if I go this way, or this way. I can hit a shop that if I go on the left. On the right side, I'll just get 1, 2, just 2 question mark rooms. So yeah, left side also gets a Mystery Machine, and also a late chance of getting a shop, which might be handy. So here is where Ritual Dagger might be useful if only I had some vulnerability, which I do have with the Trip. So 28 is going to be 30, 42, right? So it's not enough for this guy. It is enough for this guy, though. All right. I think I'll also do the Apparition. No, let's do Fear No Evil, follow-up. I guess in that case, I don't need to play the Apparition. Might as well strike this guy. Okay. All right, 7 incoming. I would love to defend if I can. Let's do Eruption. Okay. Then Defend Sanctity. And then I think I'll do the Fear No Evil here as well. Alright. Then this turn I have 18 block. That should be plenty, especially if I do something like Flurry of Blows, Crescendo, then Flying Sleeves, and that's enough. Beautiful. Alright guys, Neko Potion, Enlightenment, Rushdown, Tantrum. I would love to have the Tantrum. Even though I have a Rushdown already, Tantrum is so much better. Talk to the End is really good too. I think I'll take Talk to the End. Meditate is fine. It's not too expensive. And then, unfortunately, I can't afford anything other than relics. Potions. Which, Fear Potion. Should I take the Fear Potion or Weakness Potion? Against no deck, I don't really need them. Let's take the Explosive Potion. Might be handy. Alright, speaking of the Explosive Potion being handy. So, Ritual Dagger only works if I get rid of the last standing minion, which is going to be hard to pull off. Instead, let's just do Apparition. And then, just lucky... Follow-up is fine. Swivel and Strike. Okay. I guess I could have done a Ritual Dagger, right? Very unlikely I'll be able to shovel back to it. Alright, so here let's do Fear No Evil, follow-up, then Miracle Sanctity. I was really hoping to pick up some good defensive cards. I guess I'll just do Vigilance here. Alright. Could have just used the Explosive Potion, right? I might still consider doing that. Just because other than that, otherwise this run, or this fight is going to be really difficult to handle. Okay. I mean, so long as I'm intangible, I should be fine. Alright, let's do Flurry of Blows, then Tantrum. Okay. Then let's do Flurry of Blows again, Sash Whip, Halt. Eruption gets rid of this guy. I will do Empty Fist. And then a Tranquility. Okay. Let's see if I can pull off 22 damage next turn. Alright, there is a Crescendo, which I can use to play Flurry of Blows, then Fear No... Yeah, this is enough. Beautiful. Got an Exposure Push, another Exposure Push, I should say. Another Empty Fist. Let's take it. Okay, and then going this way for the next elite. Alright, I got a question mark from elite with the giant head. Having a Talk to the End at the beginning is great. Do I have enough to defend, though? Let's do Eruption, Talk to the Hand, and then Ritual Dagger is going to be 3 plus 4, 17. That's not quite enough. 17 plus 6 is 23. That's also not quite enough, but 17 plus 8 is still not quite enough. I did calculate that correctly, right? It's going to be 4 from the Ornamental Fan and 3 from the... Yeah, that's 17. So I will need 9 block, which I don't have. And also just do Tranquility. That seems like a easy way out. Yeah, fine. That's a Miracle Tranquility. Not happy with that, of course. Alright, not being attacked here. Let's do Trip. I'll do 2 Apparitions and then the follow-up. Safety Flying Sleeves for when I am in Wrath. Alright, I am intangible here, which is great. Let's do 1 more turn of intangibility, then do Empty Fist, follow-up, and I might as well do the Flying Sleeves. I should have saved the Flying Sleeves for a turn where I needed block, though, right? Alright, still intangible. That's good. Let's do Trip. 1 more turn of intangibility. Just lucky. Apparition is great. Strike and wait. Alright, and then here, 1 more. No, let's do the follow-up first. No, let's do Tantrum first. I should have done Fear No Evil first, then follow-up. Then, yeah, I might as well do the Fear No Evil, sure. Okay. I don't need much to kill, actually. I'm still intangible, which is great. So Sash Whip, Strike, Fear No Evil. Another Strike. Okay, I need the Tantrum and some great attack cards. Otherwise I'm in trouble. Looks like I'm going to be in trouble here. Oh boy, Empty Fist is only 25. Let's do... How do I do this? I would like to do Crescendo, then Empty Fist. Let's do Crescendo first. Then Swivel Strike for 25, and then Empty Fist for 63. Beautiful. At least I was able to perfect this one. Got Bag of Marbles. Set the Savage Combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. And the boot, when if deal 4 less unlocked attack damage, increase it to 5. Very nice. Consecrate is fine. I don't have any of the others, so might as well take it. And then here, this would be my first curse, right? I don't know how much I would like to have a Wraith, and it's almost impossible to get curses at this point, so I think I'll take the Madnesses instead. Yep. Alright, here I got the Nemesis. Okay, so, I think it is risky, but I think it is worth it to enter Wrath here with the Eruption. Then I can do Fear No Evil, and then Ritual Dagger 75. That is almost enough. Do I want to risk? You know what? I'm going to throw up Explosive Potion because I don't want to risk not being able to kill next turn. We got Oddly Smooth Stone Section with 1 Dexterity, and tomorrow at the start of your turn gain 1 Mantra. Tranquility, Wheel Kick, Study. I have to take another Tranquility, even though Study might allow me to get combo. Here I could get a Curse, but once again, I think I'll avoid it if I can. Let's do Trip. I think I have to Ritual Dagger, right? Empty Fist, Ritual Dagger, and then 32 is a lot. Not that I really have a choice. Let's do Madness, Defend. Let me see what the Empty Fist gives me. Okay, not the Curse. That's good. I can't do the Meditate, though. That's fine. 21. Apparition is great. Alright, let's do Simmering's Fury, and I'll take the 3 damage here. Alright, here I'm getting Curse, which I would like to avoid. I do also have an Apparition, which Actually, I have 2 Apparitions. So let's do Tantrum first, and hope it doesn't give me a Curse again. It is about to give me a Curse, and there's nothing I can do about that, huh? Wow, that was a little unexpected. I guess I'll just have to accept the Curse then. Okay. Yeah, fine. I mean, I only had 1 attack, and I was getting a Curse if I didn't play it, and I got a Curse if I did play it, so not much I could have done there. Let's do Crescendo, then Fear No Evil, and that's enough. Yep. An Attack Potion, Tranquility, Prostrate, Hold. How many Tranquilities do I have at this point? I have 3. Alright, let's get my second Collector bonus. Alright. And then I decided to go on the right. That gives me 2 more question mark rooms and 1 elite. Okay. I probably should upgrade the apparitions. Yeah, that way I can use Meditate to bring one of the apparitions back. Speaking of, Meditate might be another good thing to get upgraded. At Whetstone, I'll pick up with 2 random attacks. That's 2 strikes upgraded. Okay. And then Transient. Alright, 30 incoming. Let's start off with the trips. Okay. Then Consecrate, Madness, and yeah, I might as well use Ritual Dagger. It's going to be almost impossible. Well, actually, it's going to be impossible with my deck to actually deal 1,000 damage in 5 turns. Here, I'll just play the Apparitions, and yeah, I think I'll just focus on getting more Apparitions in the next few turns. I need 2 more Apparitions, right? Yep, there's 1. Okay. And I do also want to get Nunchaku closer to 10. And just need 1 more Apparition. Didn't get 1. Alright, let's evaluate and wait. Okay. Alright, this is the turn where I would like an Apparition, and I got 1. So I can also play a few more attacks, once again, to get the Nunchaku closer 10. I should have probably played 1 defensive card to save 1 HP, but hopefully that's fine. Panic Button, Finesse, or Inner Peace. Panic Button is my favorite. Let's take it. I also don't have any of the other cards. Alright, another question mark room elite with the Reptomancer. Will I get enough relics? Yeah, I think especially with the shop, although I barely have any gold. I spent all my gold at the previous shop. I think I might have, right? Alright, so let's do Trip. Then Sanctity. Okay, I think I'll risk Madness. And then Tranquility and Empty Fist. And then let's do Ritual Dagger, and I guess there's no reason... Well, I guess there's no reason not to play the Apparition either. Okay. Alright, 39. I didn't get another Apparition. Let's do Fear No Evil. Then Tantrum. That's not quite enough to get rid of this guy. The follow-up will be enough, though. Let's do Tantrum here. Then do follow-up. Then do Fear No Evil. And there's absolutely nothing I can do unless I get super lucky with the Sneko Potion. Which I did, thanks to the Apparitions, right? Yeah, let's do Apparition 1, Apparition 2. And then I can do Consecrate and Swivel. Okay. Alright, that was a good Sneko Potion there. Alright, I'm still intangible and fully defended. Let's do Rush Down, Talk to the Inferior Blow, just lucky. Tantrum is great again next turn. Okay. Especially if I don't get attacked. No, I am being attacked. Is Tantrum going to be enough? I think I'm weakened, though. I do have the Empty Fist, and honestly, there's no other thing I can do. Luckily, the Empty Fist, together with the Flurry of Blows, is enough. Beautiful. Alright, got Centennial Puzzle. First time lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards, and Blood Veil at the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. Another Tantrum. Let's definitely take that. Alright, now I have plenty of ways to enter Wrath. Alright, Giant Head again. I would love to get Overkill if I can. Picked up the Ritual Dagger specifically for that purpose and haven't been able to use it, unfortunately. Let's do Ritual Dagger, follow up, then do the apparitions and wait. Okay. Another one. I will do Trip, Eruption, Talk to the End, follow up. Okay. Right, not being attacked here. Rushdown is great. Let's do Flurry of Blows, Consecrate, Tantrum, and then Solo at the end. Okay. That was a lot of block for one turn. 26. Alright, let's do Trip again. Tantrum is a lot. Let me do Tantrum, then Defend and Madness, which hit the Protect, which I have to play to be fully defended here. Okay. Deal 114 damage. That's going to be a challenge. I do have the Panic button. That alone is not going to be enough. I do also have the Apparition, which is good. Oh, that alone is also not going to be enough. So I have to also play the Panic button, in which case I might as well not play the Apparition, right? Let's do... Might as well also play the Apparition, though. Let's do Apparition, then Panic button. Then Strike and Fear No Evil. And basically, I am under pressure to being able to deal enough damage next turn, which should be doable. 29 shouldn't be too hard. Let's do Tantrum and then a Strike. Awesome. Alright, we got Happy Flower. Every 3 turns, get extra energy. And Lantern Stage come with additional energy, which is great. Crusher and Tranquility Evaluate. I already have enough Tranquility, so let's take the Evaluate. And then here, so I have 25 relics, exactly, right? Beautiful. So I don't need to buy extra relics, although Ori is tempting to just have a chance of getting more cards. This is the 6th Tranquility I'm offered. How many follow-ups did I have? 3. So should I get a guaranteed elite, or a guaranteed collect bonus, or should I take a risk of possibly getting one, or possibly not? Do I have any other cards that I have 3 copies of? I need 1 more Empty Fist, 1 more Fear No Evil, 1 more follow-up. That's it. Tough choice. I think I'll take the guaranteed follow-up. Let's do it, because then I can also afford a potion, like the Liquid Memories potion, which might be really useful. And, yeah, I might as well take the third eye. Okay. Alright. And then here, did not get an elite. Instead, I have to lose one of these. I cannot... Well, actually, I can safely lose 1 trip, right? Because I have 5 of them. Alright. And then last upgrade, I think that should be the Meditate. I think I will play the Apparitions as much as I can. Having the Meditate will allow me to get a way to enter both Wrath and exit it in 1 turn. Okay. Alright, not the best opener. Let me throw the Explosive Potion. Vigilance alone is not quite enough. Let's do Trip. How do I do this? I might have to use the Liquid Memories already, right? Which would be a shame. Yeah, let's just do Ritual Dagger, Fear No Evil, Meditate, Vigilance. I have to bring back the... you know what? Yeah, fine. Let's do another Vigilance and Fear No Evil, sure. And then, I don't know, Wait, would the Strike have been enough? I'm sorry, let me reload real quick, because I didn't realize that maybe a Strike would have been enough, because I forgot about the Ornamental Fan. Although, I'm not sure if it would have been. Yeah, so basically I need to play 3 attacks in addition to playing the Vigilance. Yeah, no, this would have been enough, right? So I could do Fear No Evil, Ritual Dagger, then a Strike. Yep, and then together with the Miracle, I can play the Vigilance. Beautiful. Alright, so I can save my potions for later, although I should still probably throw the Explosive Potion. 26. Yeah, this is slightly more problematic. Let's throw this. Let's do Consecrate Just Lucky. Get rid of both of these. Alright. Then Madness, Empty Fist, and Defend. Okay, that's 17. So now I definitely have to bring back probably the Vigilance. That's going to be 1726. Yeah, that would be enough. What about Meditate? Yeah, because that way I can also bring back the Vigilance 1 more time. Let's also grab the Fear No Evil. Okay. Empty Fist might have been better to generate energy. Alright. Okay, I was hoping to enter Wrath. I did get an Apparition, that's good. Yeah, I think I'll just do Fear No Evil and Flying Sleeves. Okay. Alright, give me one of my Wrath cards. 32 incoming. Alright, I do have a way to enter Wrath and exit it. That's good. Let's do Trip, Tantrum. Then follow up, Halt. Then see what this potion gives me. Wallop. That's nice. 2 copies of it would allow me potentially to defend. Yep. Actually, I wouldn't even... Wait, do I need to exit Wrath? I need 64. Yeah, no, I still need to exit Wrath. So let's do Fear No Evil still. Okay, so far so good. Another 32. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do here, unfortunately. Even if I somehow kill the backline, alright? Let's do Eruption. Then Tantrum. Then Empty Fist. I can do a Strike. And then, yeah, nothing I could have done here. Alright, alright. I needed a little bit of extra luck. I just didn't have it. At least didn't have the little bit extra luck there. Let's do Tantrum again. Follow up, Strike, Sash Whip. And then this allows me to at least have the enemy weaken next turn. Let's keep the Tranquility, the upgraded one. Okay. 48. Let's do Flurry of Blows follow-up. And, yeah, have to do Tranquility. Flurry of Blows, Protect. And, yeah, obviously... Wait, I'm not dead yet, right? No, but it is getting close. Time-wise, at least I should be able to get the Lightspeed modifier, so that will help. Rush down, Tantrum 1. Okay. Then follow-up. Talk to the End. Also, very sad to see the Talk to the End so low in my hand. Tranquility, Flurry of Blows, Tantrum again. And then another Flurry of Blows for... Or another Tantrum for a kill. Yeah. Not much chance against the Act 3 boss. The Act 1 boss, I think, was easy. The Act 2 boss, maybe with some luck, although the attack pattern was interesting. We end up with 11 elites total, of which I perfected 8. So I did really well against the elites. Only got 1 of the 3 bosses. The first one was able to get 4 collector bonuses, which means Highlander was not necessarily worth it. Was able to get Mr. Machine with 18 question mark rooms. I like Shiny was doable with exactly 25 relics. And then Encyclopedia, Pauper, and Lightspeed. Yeah, I can imagine if I use my Ritual Dagger slightly better, I feel like I might have had a better chance against the 2 elites I missed, or the 2 bosses I missed. I am currently in 43rd place, which is not as horrible as I did the last few days, but it's still not as amazing. Grimgoth got 1452, which is 62 points more than me. That's interesting. I do suspect that means that Deadly Events gave people different RNG in terms of which elites you got in which question mark rooms. Goldbear got 1490. That's exactly 100 points more, so I wouldn't be surprised if Goldbear was able to do everything I did, but then was able to get more elites and bosses or some combination of thereof. Yeah, I mean, this was slightly more fun. I feel like the... As Malzahn mentioned, the last few days were not as fun. This was slightly more fun. I just wish I was getting slightly more lucky. Anyway, let's review the scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was a silent run with the heirloom modifier that gave everybody calipers as well as blue cards and lethality, so I was not able to use the calipers well. People mentioned that they were able to use it, but... So first of all, Nintendo was able to get 1449, that's a great score, congratulations. Then Gemino ended up with 1444. Gemino perfected 5 of the 6 elites and all the bosses. Now, Gemino did mention that he was able to use the calipers more often. For example, he pointed out that against the Act 2 boss, I could have hologrammed a stack in some earlier turn to be able to just save some block for later, and he mentioned he was able to perfect the Act 2 boss that way. He also was able to get Overkill thanks to getting a Might Blast from a toolbox, and then also having Pendip and Vulnerability active. Was able to get Encyclopedia, but missed the time modifier. So yeah, great score from Gemino. Then you have Hobo here with 1419. Anti, who I hadn't seen in a while, with 1369. Goldberry got 1365. Goldberry mentioned that he thought he did really well, perfected 4 of the 6 elites, all the bosses. Was able to get Highlander, Shiny, Encyclopedia, Overkill, Stuffed, and the Money modifier. Didn't go for Pauper. I think that explains the difference in terms of points. So with Pauper, he would have had a much higher score, but he did mention that those rare cards really helped him trigger the calipers, especially things like Nightmare. So yeah, congratulations. Great score from Goldberry. Then you have Peltz with 1347. Now, Peltz only perfected the Act 1 boss. He mentioned he was able to do that thanks to 2 plated armor potions. Also was able to get Pauper and I like Shiny. Peltz mentioned that it was somewhat insulting to have that many shops in question mark rooms, and I noticed the fact that yesterday was a run where you did have a lot of shops where you didn't have any gold to spend, which is always disappointing when you enter a shop, you see a bunch of good things and you don't have any gold, especially because you wouldn't usually seek out the shops if you didn't have gold, right? So it's sad when you get it from a question mark room. And then next... Ooh, did I not even make it in top 100? Ooh, okay. Alright, wow, alright. So then you have Mike with 1195 and me with 1194. That was a huge gap between people who did well and people like me. I perfected 4 of the 6 elites, none of the bosses though. Was able to get Highlander, Stuffed, and the Pauper modifier, missed Overkill and combo, was able to get Time and Mr. Machine. And yeah, as I mentioned, I barely used calipers, which I think might have been a problem. Ole pointed out that maybe a thin deck was the key for yesterday's run, and I think that makes sense because yeah, basically if you had a thin deck, then all the cards would show up more consistently. Especially, I feel like yesterday I just didn't get any good cards. I was hoping for an Aggregate, I never saw one. I was hoping for a Leg Sweep, I never saw one. And yeah, both of those are cards that you usually expect in regular runs. Then you have Roland here with 1190. I will just keep scrolling a little bit. Alex got 1169. And then right here you have the Dark with 1138 and Malzahn with 1119. Malzahn perfected 3 of the 6 elites, none of the bosses like me. Yeah, Malzahn, as I mentioned at the beginning of today's run, mentioned that the last few dailies were not super enjoyable for him. Hopefully today's will be better though. And then Grimgoth also got a slightly lower score, perfected 5 of the 6 elites, but none of the bosses. Grimgoth actually mentioned that I think nobody was able to perfect the sentries on Act 1 yesterday. That was probably too much of a challenge. Anyway, that's it for yesterday. Let me know in the comments what you did for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, sorry for the late upload. I will try to be on time tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.